If you're ready to geek out, well, so am I. Welcome to Weather for Weather Geeks on this Wednesday evening, the midweek edition of the Valley's most in-depth weather forecast video. This video focuses on the weather in Northeast Ohio and Western PA, but a lot of times we branch out and talk about national weather stories and climate topics and other general science-y stuff. Not a whole lot in the way of exciting weather across the country this evening, including around here, although it was a nicer day today. It was nice to see the sun breaking out as expected as we got into the midday and afternoon today. And we even had a little drizzle at the start of the day, but the afternoon turned out to be partly to at times mostly sunny. A nice reminder that the sun is still up there after a few pretty cloudy and gloomy days over the last few days. It has not been very warm of late. Today was a little bit warmer, but generally speaking, it's been kind of a cool pattern of late. But just a reminder how hot it can get at this time of the year. We had 90 degrees, a very late season 90-degree temperature on today's date back in 2017. Now, we don't have anything like that coming our way next week, but we'll crack 80 a few times next week and perhaps even flirt with a record maybe once or twice before next week is through. We'll talk about next week's forecast later on in the video, but first a recap of temperatures this month. Now, we did have a 90-degree temperature, only our second of the year. Earlier on this month, it occurred on the 5th. We flirted with 90 a few times surrounding that day. Ever since then, the pattern has been generally not very warm. We had a few warmer than average days last week, but it was in the mid-70s. It wasn't like it was hot outside. Yesterday was our coolest day in a few months. Today, with the sunshine, we did 9 degrees better than the same time yesterday. September is going to go into the record books as a warmer than average month. It's going to go into the record books as a way drier than average month as well, with modest rainfall expectations over the next 36 hours. Maybe a quarter of an inch. We'll talk about rainfall totals in the tail end of the video. But in the meantime, even if we get a quarter of an inch of rain, I think we need about a third of an inch to tie third place on the list of driest September. So I think it's pretty likely that we're going to finish in second place with a paltry 0.36 so far this month at the Youngstown Warren Airport. We do have some unsettled weather heading our way as we go into later on tonight and especially into Thursday, all thanks to this spinny guy right here. This is this upper low that we've been tracking all week. It's been very slowly working through the Midwest and into the lower Great Lakes, and with this pushing just about overhead tomorrow, we're going to have an unstable atmosphere and a chance for some rain showers. We are dry this evening, but that's probably going to change later on tonight. The leading edge of a few of these scattered showers now pushing across I-71, the Mansfield area, heading down towards Mount Vernon, and into the Zanesville area as well. Some of this isn't even reaching the ground, but eventually, a couple of showers will become a possibility for late tonight and heading into our Thursday. It's not a washout tomorrow, but showers will come and go. Nothing all that heavy. Chance for a shower will continue into Thursday night and Friday morning, but as we've been expecting all week, things are going to improve in a big way before Friday afternoon is through. The sun will break out. The showers will be gone in time for high school football Friday evening. Could see a little fog setting up Friday night into Saturday morning, but whatever fog is out there will burn off fairly quickly, and we're looking for a good deal of sun Saturday afternoon. All right, so high temperatures next week, probably peaking Wednesday, a week from today. Our current forecast is 84 next Wednesday. The record high on that date is 86, so we may give it a run for its money. Way above average, of course. By the middle of next week, our average highs are around 66, 67. 10 days from now, the average high is down to 65. And with the exception of tomorrow, we're going to be above the average each and every day. Again, rainfall totals probably a quarter of an inch or less in most of our area. Snowfall totals, not something we're going to talk about here locally, but to show you kind of how amplified this pattern is going to be as we go into October. Big ridge in the east, that means it's going to be warm here, but a big deep trough out west will result in some of the season's first snowflakes in the highest terrain of the Rocky Mountains. So the Sierra Nevada Mountains in California, the Wasatch Range in Utah, the Colorado Rockies, heading up towards the Bitterroots, and especially up into the Canadian Rockies. Yeah, they're going to see some healthy amounts of snow in those higher elevations. And with this trough pushing into the west, hopefully that cooler air with some precipitation will start to tamp down on the wildfires in Western Canada. It's pretty remarkable how late in the year it is, and we still have enormous wildfires burning in parts of Alberta and Saskatchewan in particular, and into Manitoba as well. This is something we talked about all summer, but it's late September now. It's supposed to be not wildfire season anymore across Canada, and hopefully the upcoming pattern change will be enough to finally start to put a lid on the wildfire season. What a crazy wildfire season it has been across much of the neighboring country to our north. All right, on Thursday's Weather for Weather Geeks, we'll take another look at those weekend numbers, the forecast for next week, and we'll take a kind of a deeper dive into the longer range ideas as we head deeper into October. The warm weather next week, will it stick around into the second week of October? Again, we'll talk about that some tomorrow evening on Weather for Weather Geeks.